Another thing we're going to check for on these roofs is moisture. There's a couple different ways that we do that. Now, the first one's a physical moisture check where we're going to do a core sample. So I'll show you guys how we do that today. And I just have my core tool in here. I'm going to grab. This is something that I would definitely advise asking the building owner first. Make sure they're okay with it, and before you go ahead and cut a hole in their roof. So I'll show you guys that real quick here. You can pick these up at ABC Supply. I think they're about 70 bucks. Just gonna go ahead. So what I'm gonna do is use this and just mark my spot. I'm going to clean it. We're checking for a few things here. We're going to check what system this was installed over, and then we're also going to see if there's any moisture on this at all. So just going to peel this rubber back. All right, let's take a check here, see what we got. All right, I think we hit a deck of some kind here. I don't know if you can show them here quick. Let me just get this out of here. All right, you can show them there's a wooden deck we've got there. So I have a tape measure. I'm just going to see how much insulation we have. We have about 3 inches of insulation on this roof, which is pretty good. So we can use this, and typically if there's moisture in here, if there's any moisture at all, I want to show that to the building owner. And so I brought with some new insulation. And so if I was to do that for the building owner, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a core out of this. And then we'll just use this to core it, and we'll take the wet core down to the building owner. All right, so we don't have any moisture here, so I'm going to use the original one just so we get a nice fit. And I'll show you guys how we seal this up. And we'll go ahead and we just put a little bit of urethane sealant on this. I'm going to seal it up down there. Then what I like to do is, on these EPDM roofs, is get a seal along here. We're just going to seal it back up. You want to use plenty of this sealant so that you don't have any leaks down the road at all. Just going to seal this up really nice for them, and this will cure out. So there we've checked it. I like to do a few on most roofs, especially if I think there's some soft spots, or we might have a few areas where there could be moisture. And then we also use an infrared drone. Maybe we'll do a video on that sometime. We use an infrared drone to show where there's moisture, if there is moisture, and we can show a report to the building owner. We're mostly doing this because with roof coatings, you don't want to go over moisture. It tends to really shorten the lifespan of that coated roof, and then also it might rot out their wooden decking or rust out their metal decking. So I would always recommend doing core samples when you're doing a flat roof inspection.